boom, I was judged. And I remember walking home from that day from school saying like, I'm never gonna dance again. Like,
so then how old were you when you first started to take classes? And this is like younger years. And did you start to teach yourself? Were you practicing things at home first, or did you jump right into lessons when things really kicked off?
I never took classes until high school.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I never took classes. The only reason I joined the dance team is because all my friends were in it, and I had no one to hang out with after school anymore. So I was like, "Fuck, man!" So I decided to join them, and because I had prior experience picking up choreo from VHS and all that stuff, everyone who thought because at that time I was branded a skater boy and hated dancing. They're surprised that I picked up the choreography much faster than some of the veterans. So I guess that's where I actually started getting training, because I stepped in, auditioned for the hardest squad, and almost made it.
So when you say you were a skater boy and people thought you hated dancing, I know that, I think I remember a story about this. You enjoyed dance early on, watching him dance. Yeah. What happened there?
Yeah. Like I said, I was getting really into like learning the choreography from VHS tapes in 6th grade, but I was also like that. It was also during an era where boys dancing was not cool. So I was practicing my NSYNC dance moves. Like 4 kids, I remember what they looked like too. Like it was because it was such a embarrassing, heartbreaking moment for me, and they started laughing at me. It's like, what are you doing? What are you like the FAG word? And I was like, oh God, I remember the crushing, painful moment of being judged for this thing that I loved doing, because I was like, it was practicing pacing. It was a piece from like I Want You Back, and I was practicing it, and I was like, yeah, this is cool. And and at that time I remember thinking like, wait, I didn't know his name back then, but it was Justin Timberlake. Justin was like practicing, he's pacing in one hand, but what if I do 2? So I was like trying to create as a kid, but then boom, I was judged. And I remember walking home from that day from school saying like, I'm never gonna dance again. Like I remember hearing that voice so loudly, like in my head and in my heart. I'm like, I'm never gonna do this. And then I stopped completely, and I just really got into skating. And I was like, skating became another outlet for me to direct my energy. But throughout all that, I kind of like took on this belief as well that boys shouldn't dance and it's stupid. And so that was the thing that I kind of accepted, and I kind of like embodied myself. So and then even throughout my high school year, it was like I remember like 9th grade, 10th grade, they would have these rallies, and they would the other guys that were on the team, we would just be like, oh, that's gay, oh, boys dancing, that's stupid. And I remember, I think my sophomore year, one of the rallies, they booed the all male team, and then the following rally, they did a routine that flipped off the entire crowd, and I think they yelled out "fuck you," and I was like, "Yo, respect." all this other time while I'm hating on them, I'm like, "Yeah, that's whack. That's whack." I'm like, "Dang, that's fucking tight." Taking backflip.
Of course, you were down for that.
But yeah, and then I knew I kind of wanted to be in it, obviously, like when I saw it when I was in high school, when I was a freshman, but I was still trying to take on the whole thing of like, it's not cool to do it. I didn't. Yeah, that's why I joined so late, because I had other friends that
well, we're glad you got back to it.